how can you take your kind of normal sounding melody and dress it up by adding some kind of different chords? That's what we're going to look at today. The secret, at least one of the ways you can do this, lies in this beautiful primary song, I Need My Heavenly Father. So welcome to Dr. Doug's Daily Tips for how to write great LDS church music. Let's jump in. So today's composer gem, we're going to take this very kind of plain melody and really spice it up with some chords that we don't expect. It's a nice kind of unusual harmonic progression that works beautifully well. All right, first of all, we are in the key of F major, and this opening melody, it's quite simple. Look at how simple. We have the first scale degree to the third scale degree to the second scale degree, and then second to first. And we dip down to the sixth scale degree, back to the first scale degree, up to the second scale degree, up to the third scale degree. Nothing incredibly special. I need my Heavenly Father to help me every day. It's nice. It works. There's nothing wrong with it. But it's, it's not like monumentally amazing. So, how does this song make that even more special? Well, with the chords. Look how these chords change. Whoa, that's much more emotional and emotionally interesting than just the plain tune. It's much more interesting. So what is so interesting? How do they make this work? Okay, well, we start with the one chord. Now, right away, the very next chord, that does not fit the key we're in. There are no C sharps in the key of F major. So what's happening here? Well, the composer is saying, well, I have an A. What other chord could I use that also has an A in it that could work in my piece? And they chose the A major, and it does work. What's the relationship between A and F? Well, they're a third apart, and if we had done the F, if we kept the C natural on the A chord, and that's good. There's nothing wrong with that at all. That's quite a good progression. It would be the one chord going to the three chord, minor three chord, and going to the minor six chord. But instead of having the minor three chord, the C sharp in there makes it major. And the cool thing about the C sharp is the C sharp acts as a leading tone half step to the root of the next chord, which is D minor. So F, A7, and the C sharp makes it totally irresistible. It has to go to D minor. Okay, that's the first way that this tune gets spiced up with a major three chord. Then in the next half of the phrase, we get a regular old four chord. And the D goes down a half step to D flat, and then down a half step to C. So da-dee-dum, where before we went C, C, C sharp, D, and now the opposite, D, D flat, C. Interesting. That little half step motion, first up and then down. C, C sharp, D, if I play the right notes, and then D, D flat, C. This goes up by half step and then back down by half step. And, on this chord, it's actually not technically a B flat minor chord because there's a G in there. This is a G half diminished 7 chord with B flat in the bass. Or if you're using Roman numerals, it would be 2 half diminished 6, 5. Okay, that's getting a little technical, and we usually save the super technical stuff for the workshops inside the Latter-day Musiversity, which you're welcome to come check out over at latterdaymusiversity.com. We have harmony workshops, and we have hymn writing and primary songwriting and hymn arrangement writing kind of workshops. But basically, it's this little half-step motion, C, C sharp, D, that creates the major 3 chord, and that creates the diminished 2 chord on the way down. So I need my Heavenly Father. This yearning, the half steps go up. This is a key lesson in chromaticism. When you want to have this feeling of yearning for the heavens, half steps go up. And when you have this feeling of maybe some sadness or, oh, I need some help, I need help every day because it's tough, that's when half steps go down. And we get that in the text. I need my Heavenly Father to help me every day because it's tough. Beautiful use. Very simple, very playable, very easy for the primary pianist, but a beautiful use of a simple half step up for yearning and a simple half step motion down for a bit of a somber sadness. Okay, that is your composer gem for today. This is a really good one. This is one I love using, and I use it all over the place. I'll use it in the alto like it was here. I'll use it in the bass. I'll use it in the melody sometimes. I'll use it in the tenor a lot because I'm a tenor. But it's a great tool. Try it out. It'll give you all sorts of fun possibilities. Half-step motion up for yearning, half-step motion down for sadness and sorrow. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this free video. If you'd like some more tips for how to write great LDS church music, head over to latterdaymusiversity.com, where you can get my free 24-page report, The 10 Commandments of Writing Warm, Fuzzy, Testimony-Building Church Music. Alrighty, this finishes our week of primary song composer gems. Next week, we'll pick up the hymns again and continue our journey. We'll see you tomorrow.